All right. Sylvain.
Yes.
Sylvain.
Sylvain. Yeah.
Exciting time. The
Definitely.
EQS. This is one of the most profound design elements I've seen in a luxurious sedan in forever. Tell me about the one bowl design.
Yeah. With pleasure. I mean, we talked earlier on a little bit about the F-015. You might remember this stunning concept car from 2015, where we already introduced our bow design in the most iconic way. So
Where does it start and where does it end?
So in this car, basically, you see it reflected here. It starts at the front wheel and it stretches all the way over the DLO, over the window line, to the back of the car. And that's what gives this car this very distinctive and progressive look. It's a cab-forward design, so it's very progressive for a luxury limousine. And at the same time, this bow design also creates a shape that looks super sleek, super sporty, and of course, it also makes the car look even lower than it is.
Speaking of sportiness, if you
Yes.
can come over just a second here, talk to me about this space here. This is a really unique space for the EQS.
Definitely. I mean, these shoulders, that's usually like, that's our signature area for Mercedes. Like if you look at a Mercedes, you always want to have these beautiful shoulders in the back of the car that gives us this sporty look. And also for the EQS, we really wanted to create the space to have this strong, sporty shoulders by taking the belt line and giving it this nice swing so that this field is opening up for the muscle to grow out and to continue into the rear.
I mean, it feels like out here everything is nice and sleek.
Yes.
And it's very progressive and very sporty. But when you're inside, like we were earlier, it gives you the sensation of being in a
top of the line luxury sedan, basically. Yeah, I mean, you know, it comes with the bow line that you have the feeling it's super low and fast, but at the same time, you've got this big greenhouse.
Mm-hmm.
So we gave the space really back to the customer that you don't need. So we shortened the hood, as you can see, because you don't have a big ICE engine in it anymore. So we brought forward the A-post as much as we could to really get this spacious and inviting interior experience.
And since you're right here, and we've got this system set up, my understanding is new to the EQS, if I'm approaching and have a key, the door should open up for me, yeah?
Yeah, it doesn't work because you don't have the key.
Right.
That's the trick. So
You have the key, right?
I have the key.
Is it just a...
Well, okay.
It's probably locked.
Talking about one take. Why is that not working now? Okay.
Okay, Sylvain.
Yes.
I am lazy. I hate opening and closing doors. And new to the EQS ticks one of my box. Basically is if I'm approaching with a key without having to touch, the door should open on its own.
Exactly.
Right, in theory.
Exactly.
But check this out. Even with this, a quick tap, the door opens on its own, but it gets better from there. I don't want to have to push a button or anything just to close the door. A quick tap on the brake pedal and the door closes on its own. And then if I want to open it again, a quick tap and the door should in theory open on its own as well.
Yeah. So of course this is not the final production car. So some of the functionalities are not 100% working yet, but you will get that full experience, of course, with the final car.
Hand this back to you.
Thank you.
With that, we should continue to the front and the rear really quick. All right, I'm super excited about the front end because I see so much of the F015. Talk to me about what's going on here. There's a lot of details.
Definitely. I mean, starting at the hood, that's maybe one of the most exciting areas of the car because it represents this seamless design philosophy that we've got. I mean, look at it. There is no shut line, no interruption. It's basically one beautiful piece of aluminum stretched from left to right. And it's so seamlessly integrated into the whole shape. So also here, it's like there are almost no steps, how it's floating into this beautiful face of the car. And you know the EQ mask basically from several other products that we already launched. And in this execution, we brought it to a next level basically of luxury experience. We introduced into this black panel our Mercedes star pattern grille, where you've got these high quality, high precision stars embedded into a beautifully glossy glass surface.
And it's a great place to hide all the sensors too, I would imagine.
Exactly. You've got, of course, the radar plate here. You've got the cameras inside, and not now, but in the future, you will also have lidars integrated into this. And yeah,
The signature lighting. What's going on here?
if you look at the headlights, this speaks again the clear identity of a Mercedes S-Class segment car. So you've got this light signature with these 3 stripes, and that's for our top of the line S-Class luxury products.
I'm so excited about the rear end. This is like my favorite area right now. Tell me about what's going on here as well.
I mean, first of all, if you look at the whole architecture of the rear, you can see what we talked about earlier on. These super nice, strong muscles on both sides of the car, and this nicely tapering greenhouse, this drop shape that the car has at the top that really also emphasizes this aerodynamic aspect of the car. And in combination with these big, generous, and seamless surfaces, we've got another highlight actually in the rear, which is our light band that ends in our Helix taillights. And this is like a design sculpture on its own. It's a little showcase of technology and a beautiful design object that was inspired by this Helix that you've got in the Edison bulbs, basically, and it just represents also this electric feeling.
To me, it invokes, that sensation of
Yes.
energizing the car. It wraps it around. It's like pushing it forward.
Absolutely, and it creates this super nice wide feeling, like from side to side if you stand behind the car.
Right.
And of course, another highlight in terms of functionality is this. So you've got.
Can we move the? Are you able to see the inside the trunk?
So you've got all the space you need, probably even more than you need. And if you look at the rear seats, you can even fold them forward. So you've got a huge storage space in that car, and the accessibility with this big tailgate is, of course, out of this world.
So this basically negates the fact that you would need any storage space up front at all.
Absolutely. I mean, you talked early on about the HEPA filter, I guess. So we use that space to a much higher degree to the benefit of the passenger, because the accessibility, of course, of a front in the front is not the same than you have here, and
Okay.
this is basically giving you all the space that you would want.
Okay, so back to the one bowl design. I guess we can talk about it forever, but this is massive. It's a singular piece on this car.
Exactly.
How did you guys achieve that?
I mean, the only way to achieve that is actually to have these frameless doors, because that's what we wanted to achieve, to have this untouched, beautiful, humongous trim piece that goes from front to back. And that is this signature bow basically is uninterrupted from front to back.
And not only that, but look at this beautiful centerpiece that's uninterrupted as well.
Yes. I mean, all of this basically contributes to this seamless experience that this car has and this seamless design. And as you can see, we paid attention to all the details, to all the aspects, to really create this, the most beautiful shape that we could think of.
So you don't need access to the front hood at all. I mean,
Yeah.
the only thing you would need access to is the windshield wiper fluid, and that's it.
Exactly. In your normal daily life, you don't have the need to access this area here at all. Everything you need is perfectly provided in that areas where you would access them the most comfortable way.
Fantastic. Thank you so much for your time today.
Very
Was there
welcome.
anything else you would like to add in conclusion?
Well, I mean, we're super excited about the car. We're happy to see that you're excited as well. And it was a pleasure talking about it. So thanks for your time.
Congratulations to you and the team.
Thank you. I will hand it on.